Good afternoon, Madam Lee and my fellow friends. My name is Lim Wei Kang and my number matric is 277157. Today, I will act as President of North Korea in this presentation. North Korea has developed nuclear applications since 1990, which has caused a serious problem in security zones and diplomacy. This issue involves several countries such as United States, South Korea, China, Russia, and Japan. Between 2006 to 2017, North Korea conducted a total 6 of nuclear weapon tests. The most serious took place on 27 August 2017. North Korea launched a missile near Pyongyang. The missile eventually crossed Japanese airspace and landed in Hokkaido without causing any dangers in Japan's territory. The tense relations between Japan and North Korea have lighted up again. In addition, there is another issue that makes Japan very angry. This is because North Korea secretly abducting 18 people of Japanese citizens in Japan and Europe from 1977 to 1988 in order to teach Japanese language and living habit to North Korean agents.
Hello everyone, my name is Sabrina Isyara Hidayat with number matric 275900 and I'm here as the representative of United States Foreign Minister. The United States has a significant advantage in essential measure in national and international position. Many countries are close to United States wealth, but the United States is still 3 times wealthier economically and 5 times more affluent in military system. That gap will take decades to make another country to get close to United States wealth, even if the United States got worse. With that, the United States is touted as a superpower country. Likewise, with the current problem between North Korea and Japan, the United States would like to negotiate a nuclear weapons agreement with North Korea called the Treaties on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, or commonly we known as the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Here, the United States invite North Korea to rejoin and work together again inside the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, or commonly we call NPT.
North Korea has made great achievements in nuclear weapons in recent years. This is because North Korea succeeds in its nuclear missiles program at an alarming rate in 2017, posing a threat to other countries. According to my analysis, I found that the reason why the United States wants to negotiate new nuclear weapon with North Korea is because North Korea has surpassed the United States in nuclear weapon research and will pose a threat to the United States. Therefore, the United States hope to invite North Korea to rejoin the Non-Proliferation Treaty to improve its nuclear weapon research, to enhance its own military power, to consolidate its status as a superpower in the world.
First, the NPT is an international treaty that aims to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons and weapon technology. Second, to promote cooperation in the peaceful use of nuclear weapons and energy. And the last is to advance the goal of achieving nuclear disarmament in general and complete disarmament. North Korea is the one of the country that believed and known to have the nuclear weapon and has publicly tested and declared nuclear weapons. NPT is often thought to be based on centralized bargaining. This is why the NPT states agree to never acquire nuclear weapons. And the NPT nuclear armed states in exchange agree to share benefits of peaceful nuclear technology. And the last is to pursue nuclear disarmament aimed at the ultimate abolition of their nuclear arsenal. The NPT is reviewed every 5 years in the meeting called Review Conference. With that, the United States want North Korea to rejoin this arrangement and limit all the forms of movement regarding to nuclear weapons in the interest of the world peace. The United States here has a role in creating world peace and resolving the conflict between Japan and North Korea regarding to this nuclear weapon. The United States declared that we care about the world peace and world prosperity.
Since 2003, North Korea has quit NPT, but North Korea has achieved great success in nuclear weapon research. Even though many countries have restricted the development of nuclear weapons to North Korea, however, I think whether or not to join this treaty has little impact on North Korea. But development of new nuclear weapons poses a threat to other countries. On the contrary, if joining the treaty can promote cooperation in the peaceful use of nuclear energy, nuclear weapons can also be publicly tested and announced. This will increase North Korea's achievement in developing new nuclear weapons.
Hello, my name is Adi Maulana with metric number 275909 with the position of Minister of Justice from Japan. North Korea, as a country with a nuclear reactor, should adhere the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Nuclear weapons will be regulated and controlled more effectively in this agreement and ensuring that there is no war or any other unintended conflict. I also believe that North Korea sometimes conducts an unregulated nuclear test and makes tension with other countries, such as Japan. For example, in March 2021 in Pyongyang, North Korea launched a ballistic missile that flies 420 kilometers and 430 kilometers above Hokkaido, which is violating the agreement because it's trespassing the Japan exclusive economic zone. So we strongly urge the North Korea to rejoin the Non-Proliferation Treaty, and the nuclear weapon will be more actively controlled and ensuring that there is no war or nuclear confrontation. Thank you.
Besides, I realized that Japan also really wants North Korea to rejoin the Non-Proliferation Treaty in order to limit the development of nuclear weapons. So, North Korea does not pose a threat to any party. But before joining the Non-Proliferation Treaty, I hope that Japan will provide North Korea with a foreign aid and resolve the secretly kidnapping the Japanese people issue as a condition to appease the local people's dissatisfaction with North Korea. This is to ensure good diplomatic relations between our two countries in the future.
Hello everyone, my name is Haikal Hamaduddin with number metric 276399 and I'm here as the President of the United States. It is a heavy request, but for the sake of the world's good and future peace, the US believes that Japan, as a US ally in East Asia, could provide some humanitarian aid to North Korea through an agreement. Later in the agreement, Japan can negotiate an appeal to North Korea to refrain from conducting nuclear tests in the Japanese Sea. If North Korea violates the agreement, Japan has the authority to impose sanctions on North Korea, as agreed by the two parties, with the United States acting as a witness to the agreement.
My name is Anis Shufia Binti Fadilan with metric number 276894 with the position as the Prime Minister of Japan. As for Japan's side, Japan feels bad by agreeing to the United States' request by giving foreign aid to North Korea. They feel stuck between keeping a good relationship with their allies or turning down the request for the sake of the people that has been mistreated by North Korea long ago when they secretly abducted Japanese citizens. There are no guarantees offered by the United States either that makes Japan feel this request gives such advantages to the whole of Japan. North Korea has been misbehaving by conducting nuclear tests quite often in the Japanese Sea in 2006, 2009, and 2013 without consent and bringing discomfort to Japan itself.
The United States will continue to strive to create a peaceful war, because with that we hope that Japan can continue negotiation with North Korea. If Japan rejects to our request, maybe we will provide a solution that will benefit all parties, namely that the United States is willing to re-enter the TPP trade agreement as Prime Minister Shinzo Abe wants to realize, because the involvement of the United States in this agreement is a huge advantage for Japanese export activities. Moreover, in addition to providing benefits, the United States also forced North Korea to formally apologize to the Japanese people, especially who got injured because of kidnappings carried out by North Korean intelligence agency. The government of the United States believes that our friend North Korea will be willing to do that.
Hello everyone, my name is Prasna, daughter of Ablich Madan. My metric number is 277472 and I'm representing as the Defense Minister of Japan. Japan decided to provide foreign aid like food to North Korea since North Korea is going through food shortages. Aid is a very complex issue and not giving is often regarded as being as effective as giving when it comes to electing concession and bringing about changes into the recipient's policy behavior. Japan decided to have an open agreement between North Korea and Japan about giving foreign aid with the United States. This agreement is so important for Japan because Japan does not want to face any problems from North Korea.
In recent years, North Korea has been facing a food famine that has caused people to die due to food shortage. According to the statistic of the United Nations World Food Programme (WFP), about 40% of North Korea's population is close to 10 million without adequate food rations. However, the people can only survive on 300 grams of ration a day. This is all due to drought, floods, and international economic sanctions. In addition, although the relationship between North Korea and China is very tense, China also provided foreign aid to North Korea. According to United Nations data, China donated nearly 250,000 tons of food aid in 2012. In 2016, Beijing, China privately allocated $3 million in humanitarian aid to help North Korea, which is facing flood under the failure of international organizations to prepare sufficient funds. I hope Japan can extend assistance to North Korea like China. I also found that Japan is a country with poor soil, but export of Japanese product has been rising. I hope that through a foreign policy, Japan will export food to North Korea. As a condition, first, North Korea will openly apologize to the Japan and the family of the victim of the Japanese abduction incidents. Second, North Korea will guarantee that it will not secretly kidnap the Japanese people again. Third, North Korea will rejoin the Non-Proliferation Treaty, provide military protection to Japan, and promise not to pass Japan's territorial or airspace tests or launch new nuclear weapons.
Japan agrees with these policies. Japan has one and only condition where North Korea must not disturb Japan's territorial territory, which is located in the region called Northeast Asia or East Asia to the east of Eurasian continent. It is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean, the Sea of Okhotsk, the Sea of Japan, and the East China Sea. Japan's easternmost point is Minamitori, Shima Island. Its westernmost point is Yokonaguniyama Island. Its southernmost point is Okinotori Shima Island, and its northern post is Etorofu Island. If North Korea disturbs Japan's territory, Japan will cancel the agreement that Japan has made with North Korea. Japan also might have a war against North Korea.
As a conclusion, United States wants to create create a better world by hoping that Japan to agree with the negotiation with North Korea. But in any way, Japan reject it. So United States come with a solution that benefits to all countries. First, United States will re-enter the TPP trade agreement just like the Shinzo Abe wants it. Why? Because United States involvement will give a huge advantage to Japan export activities. Secondly, US will force North Korea to make a formal apology to Japan's families of victims who have been involved in the abduction. Third, North Korea must guarantee there are no secret kidnapping will happen to Japanese in the future. And the last one, North Korea will rejoin the Non-Proliferation Treaty that will provide military protection to Japan, and also Japan have North Korea words to not pass at Japan's territories or make a airspace test or launch nuclear weapon in the future. If North Korea refuse and not obey to this agreement will automatically cancel and war will be declared against them. So yeah, US, Japan and North Korea has been agreed with each other and this policy is approved.